So like we all okay, so like streaming platforms and labels are obviously trying to like capitalize on fandoms. But as Pierre just said, fandoms have been around for a while already. And what drives and forms a fandom is actually like about identity. So really look at it like sports. Like you root for a certain team because that's where you from, or because
Hmm.
it's this one player who you really think is the best, and to show your taste in the best, you are supporting the team that this person is on or has been on. You're supporting, the team who has won the most championships if you are a person who wants to show that you really understand and love and know the game and knows the history of the game. And each fandom has an identity.
Yep.
I talked about that in the TikTok. The Beehive, that is a fandom that is built on legacy, on taste. It is, we follow the person who is the best in the game. We support the Beyonce, the person who is the bar, who defines excellence, and who is the best of the best. The Navy for Rihanna. We support the bitch who changed the game. She is the bitch who brought so much individuality and expression to what it meant to be a pop star. Nikki, the Barbs. We support the bitch who nobody can fucking beat. Period. And so what that means is we actually need opportunities. We actually want people to try to prove that they can be better than her. So we can once again just double down on the fact that you cannot. So like again, there's a competitiveness that is built into that. And so if this shit is about identity versus art, and I mean like a lot of times it's both, right? Let's just be clear about that. A lot of times it's identity and art. Like at the end of the day, Beyonce got the hits, the commercial success, the cultural capital, the cultural success, the Grammys. She's the most awarded she has the most Grammys of anybody. She has that to back up the fact that she's the best of the best. Rihanna literally has won fashion award after fashion award, is the first black woman to have a house within LVMH, proves she's a fashion killer. When Rihanna does decide to make music, which clearly she don't want to fucking do, all of them fucking songs is going number one. Like she is a hit maker, period. She defines the culture. She changes the game, changes the culture no matter what she drops. And Nicki still has not been out rapped at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like like we have the art, but there's also still the energy, right? That goes along with it. And here's where I think it gets tricky and how I see this hurting the new girls who have to come behind that. Because by the time we got to Cardi, like after Nicki, right? Because Nicki has been playing Nicki, I will say this, Nicki is the person who has understood this, I think, the longest. Nicki understood this fandom shit. I have
She
to
been
say
in the
it. I have to
game way
she
longer.
she understood this shit before a lot of other people did. And by the time Cardi came, there was an understanding that you needed to have a fandom if you really wanted to be successful. Not if you wanted to make good music, not if you wanted to be, whatever, be a real artist, but if you wanted to be successful. And the reason for that is because that is how these labels can make their money can make their money back. And now they're just saying that quiet part out loud in studies like this, where they're saying, yeah, we're trying to invest in like these people who are obsessive about these specific artists. Now, the thing about the new girls is that they recognize that they have to have a fandom, and their fans recognize that they have to have a fandom. But while Nikki had time to grow that base organically, fan bases like Cardi, as they were growing, just decided to act like Barb's. If that makes sense. Like Bardi
Well,
Gang took the approach of the Barb's as a way to show support for Cardi. And I hate it. I think it's tacky and ugly. And I don't think it's an authentic reflection of who Cardi is. Unlike the Barbs, I think that the Barbs are very accurate and authentic reflection of who Nicki is. I do not think that that is true for yeah, I said that shit. I do not think that is true for Bardi Gang. But now Cardi got to be invested because those are the stands, right? That's the engine. And I think Cardi has definitely had enough success where, okay, we'll let you have it. You have your Bardi Gang. But I do see other fan bases coming up behind them. And it's like everybody just wants to be like this big, strong, huge fan base that can still drop their nuts and throw their weight around like Barb's
Well,
when
it's
they
the
can't do that.
Beehive.
Oh, yeah. Because if we being honest,
The Beehive is
let's
the
just
ultimate.
be
Like
honest. Yeah. Like,
the Beehive has understand. Like people have. There are courses in colleges about Beyonce because Beyonce has people, companies, industries. She have people scared to say things about her because once you are stung by the beehive, your entire existence, if you are a singer, you will no longer get hit records. If you are a car company, you will no longer make a sale. If you are a magazine company, you will never sell another cover. The
and if you are Carrie
beehive,
Hilson, a bitch
and
will
if
throw a CD at your ass.
the beehive has no understanding. The beehive is so now low key because everybody is so
Because
terrified
we've
of the
grown up.
beehive.
And because we've grown up.
It's not that we have grown up, it's that we don't have to work anymore.
True,
Nobody
yeah.
alive is going to say, if a big star say some crazy shit about Beyonce today, we gonna be online like, but nobody is brave enough to say that shit. Nobody.
And also, just to be clear, because there's also nothing to fucking say. What what could you say? Give me an example of something that somebody would say that would be warranted. And also, and here's why the Beehive is different from the other fan bases too. Because also the people who drag Beyonce the most is also the Beehive. I want to also be
Oh
very
yes,
clear
I
about
I
that.
love. That's my favorite thing to do.
When Beyonce pops her ass out in fucking Tiffany's with that fucking blood diamond on, we was like, okay, sis, we can't stand that lady husband. We just smile and nod when he got to come on, with her. Like we are we are definitely a critical fan base when it comes to Beyonce. And I think herein lies the difference because we can really see the trickle down effect too. Cause it's like, yeah, people also feel that way about the Barbs. Motherfuckers be real careful about how they speak about Nicki because they don't want the Barbs on
Cause
their
the
ass.
Barb's are little, they go a little bit
Because
too.
they take it too far. Because they take it too
Like,
far.
why is
But
a picture of my grandma online and you talking about?
and if y'all notice if y'all go back and listen to earlier episodes where Pierre says what, I be looking for a picture of somebody grandma to say something back. So just so we clear. But if you peep, but if you peep, Beyonce's reputation in the industry is different from Nicki's too. So
It
yeah,
is.
fewer people are scared to say something about Nicki than there are scared to say about Beyonce. Because if you say something about Beyonce, the have is on your ass and your money gonna dry up.